Sanchez. This is my first comedy performance, and we have a lovely audience today.
Woo!
Let's give it up for the audience. So you guys like jokes, right?
Yeah!
Well, I have some jokes.
Woo!
Okay, now this joke. This joke is written at the beginning of this year, so it's a little dated. Okay. Three people are inside a room, right? And their names are John, Elaine, and Sammy. Now, John and Sammy are sitting on the couch, and Elaine is laying on the floor. Well, Elaine decides to go into the kitchen because she says, "Oh, I want some soda pop," and she wants to see if everyone else wants soda pop. So she goes and gets some soda pop for everyone, and Sammy takes Elaine's spot on the floor. Then John goes to Sammy, "Hey, what are you doing? Are you just laying on the floor?" And then Elaine comes in from the kitchen and says, "Did you say my name?" So that's my Elaine joke. I also have another one. A couple years ago, I used to be pretty big into magic, be a magician or something. So I had this magic trick planned out, and it was kind of a comedy/magic trick act. And what I'd say, I'd have a little deck of cards, like magicians always do. And I'd say, "Oh, here's a pile of cards. Pick a card, any card. Take the card, look at it, but don't show me. That ruined the trick. And then put it back in, or discard it back in. And then whenever they would discard it back in, I'd say, 'Oh, is this your card?'" So that's my magician joke. Yeah, so the holiday seasons are over, right? And my neighbor had up some Christmas lights the other day, and I went over to him and I said, hey Bill, over here. Yeah, I'm your neighbor, you may know me, and I noticed you still have Christmas lights on. And I was just wondering, the seasons are over, why are your Christmas lights still on? And Bill goes, "Oh, well, I can have my lights up any time of the year that I want. You know why? This is America." So that's my neighbor Bill for you. Yeah, so I've been in the comedy business about 6 years or so. Well, not really, since this is my first performance, but I've been wanting to be in the comedy business for about 6 years or so now. I've seen a lot of the greats, stand-up comedy, whatever. I actually had a documentary about me earlier this year. Man, was that crazy. I guess you could say that launched my career. So, a lot of people nowadays say, "Oh, music comedy is where the comedian talent's going at. Music comedy." I say, I don't, if I wanted to play music, I'd be a musician, not a comedian. So, yeah, and some people come up to me and say, "Oh, Edward, hey, I saw you on that documentary." And they say, "When's your comedy coming out?" And I say, "Well, I've got to get a tour first." That's that was my plan, at least, to get a tour of my comedy. So, how many of you out there like impressions? I can do some pretty good impressions. Do we have any? Anyone to suggest any? Out there? No? Well, I'm pretty good at doing Clifford the Big Red Dog. Okay. This is Clifford the Big Red Dog. Woof woof. Woof woof. That was my Clifford the Big Red Dog impersonation. I've actually thought about going into comedy where I impersonate people. My manager says it's not the best idea, but then again, I don't have a manager, so. So Easter's coming up right around the corner, right? Where do we get bunny and eggs? I don't know, it's chicken. Bunny, you get Lucky Rabbit's foot. So, but it doesn't make sense because March, St. Leprechaun's Day, that's supposed to be lucky. But shouldn't rabbits be lucky? Lucky Rabbit foot? So yeah, that's pretty much what my take is on holidays. Well, I'd like to thank you all for being such a good crowd today, and I'd like to leave with one last joke. It's an oldie. Some of you may have heard it before. I don't know. Hope it's not copyrighted. I take two men walk into a bar and they say, "Hey, waiter, give me a glass." And the waiter said, "Sure, what do you want in it?" And they say, "Oh, this is a bar? I thought this was a place where we buy glass for our windows. Thank you."